Assalamu alaikum. In the subject of seminar, in my presentation on the topic of malaria, I am Khalid Zubair, student of BS MLT 8th semester, Department of Medical Lab Technology and Hart University of Science and Technology. And the presentation outline is definitions, types of malaria, epidemiology, risk factor, life cycle, incubation period of parasite, pathophysiology, sign and symptoms, laboratory diagnosis, prevention, and the last one, summary. Definition of malaria. Malaria is an infection of liver and RBCs caused by protozoan parasites of the genus Plasmodium. And the definition is clearly to explain in two things. First one is organ such as liver, and other one is in the cells such as RBCs. Types of malaria. Types means that five different species involved in the malaria disease. The Plasmodium species. In the first one, Plasmodium species is Plasmodium falciparum, which is the most common and dangerous. Second one, Plasmodium vivax. Third one, Plasmodium ovale, and the fourth one, Plasmodium malaria, and the last one, Plasmodium knowlesi species. Epidemiology of malaria. It means that epidemiology, the different species present in a different regions. So the ratio of malaria disease is also high in a worldwide. Sometimes it causes a death. Malaria is widely distributed in the tropics and the subtropics of Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Malaria affected 400 million people worldwide. Malaria causing 2 million deaths each year. In this slide, we will see in two columns. The first one column heading is species, and the second one column heading is distributions. We concluded that in each species to be distributed in a region wise. So the first one species is called Plasmodium falciparum to be distributed in the West, East and Central Africa, Middle East, Far East, South America regions. Plasmodium vivax, India, North and East Africa, Far East, South America region distributed. Plasmodium ovale, tropical Africa, India, Far East. Plasmodium malaria, tropical Africa region distributed. Risk factor of malaria. It means that the chances of another disease will be increases. Are traveling or living those regions where malaria is most common. Traveling to area where malaria is common without taking medicine to prevent malaria. Being outdoors, especially in rural areas. Not taking steps to protect yourself from mosquito bites. Pregnant women. The pregnant woman is also will be increases due to hemolytic anemia, infection chances, because in the malaria and more number of RBCs to be infected. Sometimes to be possible in a preterm delivery. Life cycle of malaria, which is the most important. So the cycle to be distributed in a two stages. And the first one stage is erythrostatic stage, and the second one stage is erythrocytic stage. And the whole cycle to be distributed in a 5 points. The first one point as mosquito biting. The second point, the mosquito releasing sporozoites. This sporozoite to be reached in the liver. In the liver, hepatocytes present. And this sporozoite to be infected than normal hepatocytes. And the infected hepatocyte to be converted into hepatic schizoid. And this hepatic schizoid to be matured. And after maturation, then a ruptured schizoid. After ruptured schizoid to be releasing in a blood circulation. And this ruptured zone we convert into merozyte stage. And this merozytes to be infected in a blood circulation RBCs. Then infected RBCs be converted into early trophocyte stage or ring form stage. Early trophocyte stage to be converted into late trophocyte stage, and then again to be mature schizoid stage or blood stage schizoid. Then this schizoid to be converted or rupturing from the new neurocytes to be released in the blood circulation. And this new neurocyte again to be infected the normal RBCs in the blood circulation. The fifth point or last point is gametocytes point. It means that the blood sucking from the malaria patient and the normal mosquitoes. After sucking the malaria patient blood, we and are biting the normal person. We again the cycle starts from the beginning. Incubation period. So each species have different incubation period inside a liver. Plasmodium falciparum 7 to 14 days, Plasmodium vivax 12 to 17 days, Plasmodium ovale 9 to 18 days, Plasmodium malari 13 to 40 days incubation period inside a liver. Pathophysiology. So new merocytes are released from the RBCs at approximately interval of time. Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium falciparum. SM are 2 days or 48 hours. Plasmodium malari 3 days approximately interval of time are 72 hours. After releasing the new merocyte to be sign and symptom appeared such as episodic shaking, chills, and fever coincide with this new merocyte releasing. The parasite destroy large number of infected RBCs, thereby causing hemolytic anemia. It means that infected RBCs at the end to start lysis. Then this, due to this reason, be causing hemolytic anemia. Sign and symptom. First one, hemolytic anemia, which is also in one point to be explained in a previous slide. Hepatomegaly. It means that enlargement of liver or hepatocytes. Splenomegaly. It means that enlargement of spleen. Headaches, dry cough, lost weight, fever. Laboratory diagnosis. First one, to check up the medical history in a patient's physical examination, laboratory diagnosis. And the laboratory diagnosis to be described in a 3 points. First one, microscopy. Second one, immunological techniques, molecular techniques in the last one. And a microscopy to be making the smear either thick, either thin smear. Then to check up the Plasmodium species. And the second one, immunological techniques, which is the most common to be used, such as ELISA. The last one, molecular level techniques, which is the most common polymerase chain reaction RPCR to be used. Prevention of malaria. To prevent mosquito bite by covering the limbs, using insect repellents, sleeping under mosquito nets, stagnant water should be avoided. And the last one, to summarize the whole lecture in a one slide, such as malaria is an infection of liver and RBCs caused by 5 different species of Plasmodium. Malaria is one of the most serious problems. Signs and symptoms such as fever, chills, sweating, hemolytic anemia, and splenomegaly. Diagnosis is by seeing Plasmodium in a peripheral blood smear.